If you want to know why your kids are so bratty, entitled, and always asking for your credit card, check their Spotify playlists. Because the messages they're hearing are a full 180 from what kids used to hear when they turned on the radio.
I want to talk about music and how it hasn't changed at all. But clearly Bill Maher has.
Before 1990, there were like 2 songs ever that glorified money. Money, that's what I want. And Material Girl.
And I want to talk about Money for Nothing by Dire Straits, which is a song about getting women because they play music. It's a song about being a band that has a bunch of money because they play music.
Well, here's a short sampling of some more recent offerings.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Can a brother get a lame appeal to history argument up in here? To air their best and final arguments, which we look at in tonight's segment. We got nothing.
With the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own repair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire.
Teenage hearts and minds like music and music culture. This is true across generations. When you turn 12, you're done with your parents and start getting raised by pop stars.
People sing about what they know. Surprise, surprise. Bands sing about getting a bunch of women and money. That's not new. How much of an old fogey has Bill Maher become? This is astonishing. What are you talking about, man? I know that modern music doesn't sound good, and oh, by golly, back in my day, what the hell is the matter with you? You frickin' old fogey.
The older people have the money and the power, but kids rule the charts. And the lyrics of your youth are burned into your brain like that time you saw your father getting out of the shower. And sure, it started in rap, but everybody does it now. They say things like, diamonds on my neck,
but
I like
diamonds
jet,
are a
nothing
girl's
in
best
this world,
friend.
but I like writing checks. Damn, I love the Jag, the jet, and the mansion. Even country music has songs like Rolex on a Redneck.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
The band Florida Georgia Line has one about how pimpy their truck is. I don't know, but maybe this kind of unbridled lusting for material things is actually the kind of grooming parents should be worried about. We went from, so we don't have a pot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got, to, I want to be a billionaire so fucking bad. Kids blame my generation for ruining the planet, but good luck saving it, kids, if this is what you're always dreaming about. Always hearing a drumbeat that happiness results from getting things that a vast majority don't have. The pop stars of my youth, their message to me was,
And I also want to talk about Joe Walsh and Life's Been Good. It's a song about how he has so much money, he hasn't even been to the damn mansion that he bought. Because he's a rock and roll guy who just makes money hand over fist, parties all the time, has a good time.
I have a mansion, forget the price. Ain't never been there, they tell me it's nice. I live in hotels.
8 people on the river are happy to give. The Monkees sang,
Accountants pay for it all. They say I'm crazy, but I have a...
Kanye says, Lamborghini Mercy, your chick, she's so thirsty.
I hate Kanye West as much as the next guy. But that's stupid.
I mean, faith, if you mean believing in something with no reason to, I'm not a big fan.
Let him tell you about his Maserati.
My Maserati does 185. I lost my license.
To which the monkey said it was more of a rhetorical question.
I'm making records, my fans, they can't wait.
Means lack of critical thinking.
And Lennon said, imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. And 10,000 rappers said, we can't and we don't want to.
Disco records on the wall. Just leave a message, maybe
Joe Walsh, prove him wrong, please. Thank you.
same after all I've been through. Everybody say,
There is a racial element to this. Suburban white hippie kids had the luxury of being anti-materialistic because they were never denied material things in the first place. There's a reason Jimmy Buffett didn't sing about bling. He was already eating a cheeseburger in paradise. But the history of black people in America is the history of being denied the means and often even the right to buy stuff, including a home in the neighborhood you might want to live in. So when the long denied finally becomes available, there's going to be some flaunting.
Listen to the words of these songs.
If you were excluded from luxury and then finally got it, you wouldn't want to shut up about it either. But forever? And not just in rap, everybody does it.
Which are both fabulous, by the way. This is music I grew up on. This is music a lot of people grew up on. Surprise, surprise.
And if your answer to that is, okay, boomer,
He
Well, then we should
absolutely
call
answered me.
Bellevue.
No, we don't
If you
need to call
think-
Bellevue.
Because that's
Did
just
he
a
answer you?
that's just a
It's-
voice
no,
in
it's
your.
not a voice.
You mean a god?
It has nothing to do with you being a boomer. It has everything to do with you being an idiot and being wrong.
it's been done to death. Aren't you tired of it?
What the hell is the matter with you?
I'm old. This shit is old.
Oh, then you just gotta suck it up. Sometimes for years.
it's hard to leave when you can't find the door. It's tough to handle.
The issue with Kanye isn't that he's singing about pussy and ass. The issue with Kanye is that he's a fucking Nazi. Talk about not seeing the forest for the trees.
And we were okay with it until we weren't. And maybe it's time now. It's not to be okay with teaching kids you're only as good as how much stuff you have.
Well, they're ruining the youth. What the fuck are you talking about? They said the same thing about the Beatles. Hell, they said the same thing about Frank Sinatra.
How could those poor children know wrong from right after being driven to madness by the irresistible power of the hippity-hoppity?
What the hell has happened to Bill Maher? And what the hell happened to cool people who remembers good music? Did Bill Maher and an entire generation forget about rock and roll? I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Rock and roll will never die, and I'll never forget. Joe Walsh knows, so does Dire Straits. Y'all take it easy.
Zachariah, the first electric western.
Far out.
Zachariah, ahead of his time.
Right on.